New at 9, shopping for a new home. The Jimmie Hale Mission says it will not push plans to put a new thrift store in Vestavia Hills.
We first broke this story on myfoxal.com earlier this afternoon. The city council denied a business license for the store 2 weeks ago, and the mission will not appeal. But they're not giving up either. They're ready to put a store somewhere else. Fox 6 News reporter Jonathan Hardison broke this story. He joins us now. Jonathan.
Well, Beth, even Vestavia's city attorney said Jimmie Hale's mission would have really an open and shut case if they took the city to court over all of this. But at a specially called board meeting last night, the mission decided to pull the plug on that project, but that doesn't mean they're giving up.
Jimmie Hale Mission's executive director wears the smile today of a man who's had the weight of uncertainty and controversy lifted from his shoulders. A man who is comfortable with where his mission is heading now.
Even though legally we could go to Vestavia Hills and set up a thrift store, they have no legal grounds to deny us that. So, but to me, we made the decision not just what is right or wrong, but what is good or what is best. And the best decision for us, there's a difference between being right and doing the right thing. And so we decided to do the right thing for us, which was not contest their decision.
But that doesn't mean the mission is abandoning the upscale thrift store concept. In fact, they're looking just over the Vestavia Hills city line.
We're going to look at Homewood first because, as I said, Homewood it's a good area for us, similar, to what Vestavia was offering. And the Chamber of Commerce and Mayor's already invited us, and so there's no, there's no opposition, and we're welcome there.
So would Homewood shoppers welcome a Jimmie Hale store?
Yeah, I would shop there. It'd be convenient for me. So I would shop there.
I don't think it'll be a resistance because it's common people everywhere. Just like Birmingham, Hoover, it's common people in Vestavia, so people ought to be able to afford any type of store. So I think it would be good for this area also.
Now, Tony Cooper says the Jimmie Hale Mission doesn't have any hard feelings towards Vestavia Hills. In fact, they're still members of the Chamber of Commerce in that city. In fact, he was at one of their meetings just today. But he says he has learned a lot from this experience. And he says this has started a discussion in our metro area that he says we need to have. Coming up at 10 o'clock, what Cooper says we need to answer for ourselves. That question at 10. Beth.
We'll see you then. Jonathan, thanks. This story generated a lot of viewer reaction since we began covering it 2 weeks ago. On Facebook tonight, lots of you weighed in on the latest developments. Lots of people that live in Vestavia as well. Jessica in Vestavia says, I wish they would put one here. It sucks. There's nothing but expensive stores in the area. I have to drive elsewhere to go thrift store shopping. This town is way too snobby, she says. I wish they would get off their high horse and let them come here. It would have been more revenue for Vestavia Hills anyway, she says. Robert, another Vestavia resident, says Vestavia Hills should be ashamed. Even Hoover has a Salvation Army. Charity is a good thing. But Jacqueline defended Vestavia, saying, I love how all of you assume how the residents of Vestavia feel. I live in Vestavia, she says. I love shopping in thrift and consignment stores. As a resident of Vestavia, I did not have a say in whether or not it was approved. I think it's extremely rude of you to say ugly things about Vestavia citizens. It was a heated debate on our website, on our Facebook page. If you've got something to say, you can join us on Facebook. You can friend me at B. Shelburne, or you can search for MyFoxAL and click like to be a fan.